Hey all, welcome to Learn QA and Allah channel. And first of all, thanks for being here. And we're doing a series of videos on missing numbers concept. And we discussed 3 videos based on matrix-based questions. And I just thought to show you some previous year questions on missing numbers from this model, matrix-based. As you could see, one of the questions on the screen displayed. So like that, you'll have the questions. I will tell you the questions along with the years, in which exam they came, right? And I hope that you people have gone through all the previous 3 videos, and this is the lesson 4, friends. And future videos will be based on circles-based, triangle-based, combinations of figures, and miscellaneous figures, and some high-level questions also. We will try to make videos. And the ideas of framing the questions we discussed. So these are the 5 varieties as we discussed just now. And what are the ideas to solve the questions? Those are framing ideas. Now solving ideas are based on arithmetic operations, squares, cubes, involvement of external number, powers, factorial, sum of the rows and columns, product of the rows and columns. So by using these set of logics, these set of ideas, we will try to solve the question. So let's solve the first question. And friends, this question came in SSE CGL 2017. And see the question. 23, 25, 36, 45, 89, 168, 34, 57 missing term. And we request you to pause the video for some time and then you try to see the video. And that is the ideal way to learn things. And as I discussed all varieties of questions, all varieties of models, so this is the time to apply the knowledge directly. The moment when you see this 34, and guys, here the sum of these two is how much? 23 and 45. So 23 plus 45 is 68. And if I divide by that with 2, you'll get the number in the third row, that is 34. Satisfies, right? Do the same thing for second column, that is, what is second column numbers? 25 plus 89, the sum is 114, right? So friends, if I divide this with 2, you get the number 57. Yes, it satisfies perfectly. Apply the same thing for the third column. So 36 plus 168. What is the sum of these two numbers, friends? The sum is 168 plus 36 is 204. If I divide this with 2, you'll get the number 102. And that is a missing number, option C. So ideal ways are thinking in terms of arithmetic operation first. So let's go for the second question now. And this is another question which came in 2017 SSE CGL only. So 17, 22, 37, 23, 28, 43, 16 missing term 36. Again, guys, pause the video for some time to think of it and then watch this video. Actually, it is a very simple question if you observe carefully. What is the idea here? This is plus 5 and this is plus 15. And this is plus 5 and this is plus 15. Perfectly matches, right? So first column to second column, it is plus 5. And second column to third column, it is plus 15. Now 16 plus 5 is 21. Let us cross check with the next logic. So 21 plus 15, 36 perfectly matches. The missing term is 21. And friends, we discussed, we put some special playlist about brain exercise to get quick ideas about this kind of questions. We have put 4 videos, I think, so far. You can go through them as well. Apart from missing numbers concept, we put some number puzzles. It's like a brain exercise for us. You can go through that also to get some good ideas instantly. Let's go for question number 3. Now, 9, 11, 13, 3, 4, 7, 3, 4, 5, 81, 176, then question mark. Now, we request you to pause the video for some time and then try to solve. That is the best way to solve. Okay. Let's see this. The moment when you see this 81, it is 9 squared, right? Or more or less, if I multiply the first column elements, let's see. If I multiply this, what is 9 into 3 into 3? 9 3s are 27, 27 3s are 81. Satisfies, right? So do the same thing here. So 11 into 4, 44. 44 into 4, 176. Perfectly matches. So do the same thing for the third column as well. That is 13 into 7 into 5. So 13 7 is a 91. 91 5 is a So 95 is a 450 plus 5. So this is 455, and that is option C. So whatever the ideas that we discussed, the same kind of ideas, more or less, you can apply in exams. So our request is go through all the videos properly. So try to have proper notes, guys. So we prepared all the notes. You just need to have an idea. You just need to go through the videos carefully. So that's the reason I put the fourth video as the previous year questions on a matrix based. So to give instant idea whether we are doing the right content or not. So we are doing very much right content. So please watch all the videos carefully. Let's go for question number 4. Now this question came in SSE CGL 2014 in the morning shift, friends. And the puzzle is 3 into 4 and 3 4 30, 8 8 56, 5 3, then what? Friends, if you see this, if you think in terms of rows wise, because numbers are big in the third column, right? So think in terms of first row, second row, and then third. So 3 4s are 12, we cannot do. 8 is 64. That cannot give any result for us. Then if you make a small change in terms of square, so square this, square second column, 4 squared minus 3. So 16 minus 3, 13 satisfies, right? Yes. Now here, this is 8. 8 squared minus 8. So 64 minus 8, 56. So 3 squared minus 5. So 9 minus 5, 4. Perfectly matches, right? So missing term is 3. So that's the reason the missing term is 4. So that's the reason we exclusively did a video on squares and cubes, and that is second lesson. So this is the idea that you can apply. Let's go for question number 5. And this is a question came in SSE CGL 2014 in the evening shift. So 3 5 2 in the first row, 6 7 8 in the second row, 9 10 4 in the third row, missing term 65, then 30. How do you generate the numbers in terms of the missing term is the case. And if you have a clear idea about multiplications, you can quickly get this actually. How, guys? What is 8 into 4? 32 minus 2. 32 minus 2, 30, right? Yes. What is the product of these two? 7 into 10, 70 minus 5. 70 minus 5 is 65, right? So do the same thing. It is simply product of R2 and R3. If you subtract R1, you'll get row 4. That is the idea. Now 9 into 6, 54 minus 3. 54 minus 3, 51. And that is option D. So it's a very simple question, right? So arithmetic operation again. So let's go for question number 6, friends. Now 6, 42, 3, 25, 4, 5, missing term 7. So instantly you should get the idea, guys. It is related to squares, right? So how do you get this? 6 squared is 36. And third number, 2 squared is 4. 36 plus 4 is 40. So the sum of this square and this square is this, right? So do the same thing here. So 3 squared plus 4 squared. So 9 plus 16 is 25. Yes, perfectly matches. So apply the same logic for the third row. So 5 squared plus 7 squared. So 25 plus 49. This is 74, right? And that is option E. So easy, guys. When you have proper knowledge about our videos, you can easily solve the question. Let's go for question number 7. And this is a question that comes in SSE CGL 2013 evening shift. And have a look at the question, friends. So the same thing, more or less, as we did in the previous video, you can do same logic here. What is that? 8 3s are 24. Subtract third row, 4. So 24 minus 4, 20, right? Yes or no? So 8 into 3, 24, minus 4 is 20. Do the same thing. What is 9 into 4? 36 minus 5, that 36 minus 5, 31. So if you apply the same thing here, friends, so 7 into 5 is 35, 35 minus 3, so 32 is the missing term, and that is option B. So if your preparation is up to good level, you can solve these easy questions spontaneously in exam. So that's the reason while preparing the questions, we'll make sure the content is of good level. Let's see question number 8 now. Choose 6, 18, 4, 10, 30, 3, 8 missing term. And this question came in SSE CGL 2013 morning shift. And we request you to pause the video for some time and then you can watch this. How do you get this then? It's a so simple question and you will be awful after knowing the answer. You'll feel very simple after knowing the answer. So first of all, solve this. Okay, you pause the video, try. If not, you can see this. The idea is, what is 2 plus 4? 2 plus 4 is 6. When I divide by third row. Okay, let us take the sums first of all. Let us take sums first of all, then we'll argue this in clear. What is sum of these two friends? 6 plus 10. What about this? 18 plus 30. So here the sum is 6. Here the sum is 18. Here the sum is 48. Then how do you think this then? How do you think this then? How do you think this then? When I divide these sums by 2, 6 by 2, 3. More or less, we are taking the average of first row and second row to get third row. So 18 by 2 is 9. So I think I made a small mistake while typing. Friends, this should be 9. Actually, I typed all the questions. Please forgive me for this. And 48 by 2 is 24. And that is option A. We'll correct this. So please, sorry for it. Okay. I think we did a small mistake while taking the sum, friends. Here, 6 plus 10, 16, right? So I think it's pretty clear. It is, the logic is correct. And while taking the sum, we did a mistake actually. So 16 by 2 is 8, right? So this is 8 correct. So everything is correct, guys. There is no error. While taking the sum, we did a mistake. So this is 16 by 2. So 6 plus 10 is 16, right? So 16 by 2 is 8. Okay. Okay, everything is clear, right? Sometimes we'll overlook. So please be careful. This is how we generally do the mistakes, right? I am not an exception, right? So let's go for the next question. And this is the question that comes in SSE CGL 2014 in the morning shift. And have a look at the question, first of all. Then you can decide which method to apply. And I can perfectly say this is one of the very special question, very special question. I don't know how many people have answered this question, but this is a very special question. I think while introducing the ideas, we discussed one of the idea, taking sum of rows and sum of columns, sum of the elements in the rows and columns. Let us think about that, because these numbers cannot do any sense with the squares, cubes, or products. So that's the reason I prefer to go with sum of rows, guys, sum of columns also. So 25 plus 17, 42, 42 plus 41, 83, right? I mean, if I take the sum of numbers, the rows wise, you got 83. Here, so 32 plus 40, 72 plus 11, 83, right? Again, so 32 plus 40 plus 11 is 80. Now, if you do the same thing, 26 plus some missing term plus 31 is 83, right? So this is 57. If 57 come to the side, 83 minus 57, so x is 26. So the missing term is 26, and that is option C. So in this way, I just thought to show you some of the previous year questions on matrix based, and there are so many questions actually. I just thought to put you some of the questions in front of you, so that we'll also have an idea what level of questions can come in exam. So thank you so much for watching this and for being here. If you'd like to have more such videos, you can subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to get more such updates. The channel name is Learn, Create and Learn. So thank you so much for watching this again, and share among your community those who want to prepare for their exams seriously. Keep learning, keep inspiring, friends. Best wishes for all your competitive.